Did you know that food waste makes up 30% of all household trash and most of it ends up in landfills, releasing harmful methane gas into the atmosphere? But here's the good news: you can easily turn food scraps into nutrient-rich compost right at home. Today, I'm sharing a step-by-step guide on how to start composting at home even if you live in an apartment or have limited space. Stick around because step number 10 will save you from common composting mistakes. Step 1. Understand how composting works. Before we jump in, let's quickly break down how composting works. Composting is a natural process where organic material like food scraps and yard waste breaks down into rich, dark soil called humus. You need 3 key ingredients to compost successfully: greens, nitrogen-rich materials like fruit peels, coffee grounds, and grass clippings. Browns, carbon-rich materials like leaves, paper, and cardboard. Air and water helps microbes break down the materials. The goal is to keep a balanced mix of greens and browns. Too much of one will slow down the process. Step 2. Choose your composting method. There are several ways to compost depending on your space and lifestyle. Outdoor compost bin, best for backyards and gardens. Indoor compost bin, small, countertop-friendly bins are great for apartments. Vermicomposting, using worms, red wigglers break down food scraps quickly and produce nutrient-rich worm castings. Bokashi composting uses fermentation to break down food scraps. Pro tip: if you have a small space, start with an indoor compost bin or a worm composting kit. Step 3. What you can and can't compost. Not everything can go into your compost bin. Here's a quick breakdown. What you can compost: fruit and vegetable scraps like banana peels, apple cores. Coffee grounds and tea bags remove staples. Eggshells. Yard waste leaves, grass clippings, small branches. Shredded paper and cardboard. What you can't compost: meat, fish, and bones attract pests. Dairy products like cheese and yogurt. Oily or greasy food scraps. Pet waste can contain harmful bacteria. Synthetic or plastic materials. Pro tip: keep a small compost bin or container in your kitchen to easily collect scraps. Step 4. Set up your compost bin. Now that you know what to compost, it's time to set up your bin. For an outdoor compost bin, choose a spot that gets partial sunlight. Too much sun dries it out. Place the bin on bare soil, helps with drainage and attracts helpful worms. For an indoor compost bin, use a small container with a lid and air holes for ventilation. Line it with newspaper to absorb moisture and prevent odors. Pro tip: if you're using worms, make sure the bin stays cool and damp but not soggy. Step 5. Layer your greens and browns correctly. The secret to good composting is balance. Start with a layer of browns like leaves or shredded paper. Add a layer of greens like fruit scraps or coffee grounds. Keep the ratio at about 3 parts browns to 1 part greens. Top each new layer with browns to reduce odors and discourage pests. Pro tip: if your compost smells bad, you probably need more browns. Step 6. Keep it moist but not wet. Compost should feel like a damp sponge, not too wet or too dry. If it's too dry, add a little water and mix it in. If it's too wet, add more browns like paper or cardboard. Turn or mix the compost once a week to add oxygen and help break down materials faster. Pro tip: keep a spray bottle nearby for easy moisture control. Step 7. Turn your compost regularly. Turning your compost is key to keeping it active and breaking down quickly. Use a shovel or pitchfork to mix the layers once a week. Turning adds oxygen and helps microbes break down the material faster. Pro tip: if you don't want to manually turn it, use a compost tumbler for easy mixing. Step 8. Watch for common problems and fix them. If your compost isn't breaking down or smells bad, Here's how to troubleshoot: too wet or soggy. Add more browns like paper or leaves. Smells bad. You might have too many greens, add more browns. Pests or flies. Cover food scraps with browns and avoid adding meat or dairy. Compost isn't heating up. Add more greens and turn the pile more often. Pro tip: patience is key. Composting can take anywhere from 4 weeks to 6 months depending on the temperature and material. Step 9. Harvest your compost. When your compost turns into dark, crumbly soil and smells earthy, it's ready. Use finished compost to enrich your garden's soil. Top dress your houseplants. Improve the soil around trees and shrubs. Pro tip: sift your compost through a mesh screen to remove any large, unfinished pieces. Step 10. Keep it going! Composting is a cycle. Once you harvest your compost, you can start a new batch right away. Keep adding food scraps and yard waste regularly. Adjust your greens to browns ratio based on how fast it's breaking down. The more you compost, the better you'll get at maintaining the perfect balance. Pro tip: consider starting a second bin so you can always have fresh compost on hand. So, what was your favorite fact? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.